Welcome. We're so excited to kick off this portion of the day and hear 10 amazing pitches. So welcome to the Young Environmental Champions Pitch Competition. Big round of applause. Thank you. Our next school is St. Joseph's College. St. Joseph's, are you ready? Are you excited? Can we give the very excited St. Joseph's team a big round of applause? Yeah, my dear.
Hi, we're St. Joseph's. I'm Rose, this is Adelaide, Isabella and Charles, and we're looking at flood prevention within our school. So there's advantages of urban development growth, and there's a variety of systems that need addressing before developments can begin. To the bottom left of the screen is our school and our school farm, and the highlighted area is one of the new developments. The root cause of the flooding is the urbanisation of Hereford Hill and Lochinvar Ridge at the southeast of our school. These put pressure on the current water management infrastructure, which impacts the car park, farm and field with flash flooding. Adding more pressure is the development to the northeast of the school, which is going to make this situation worse. Our goal is to reduce strain on the property and stop flooding by improving the infrastructure. People who will benefit from this are our agriculture teachers and students, any students who drive a car to school, the nuns who walk across this piece of land daily, and all the farm animals.
Our solution involves using the excessive water for irrigation. Both the urban housing development and our school can benefit from this, as the housing is not affected and our school will no longer experience flash flooding. St. Joseph's can then save and reuse water instead of wasting it, which is associated with achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 9 and 15. This is about improving infrastructure and life on land. By using irrigation to prevent flash flooding, the school will have uninterrupted access to water and avoid spending copious amounts of money on growing plants for the college farm.
As a community at St. Joseph's College, Lochinvar, we have planted trees along the border of the school property. You can see this where the red line is indicated on the diagram. This benefits those not only in our school community but in the surrounds as well. Future development is soon to be underway, and these houses will come right down to the boundary where our school property ends. The trees provide privacy for our school, but especially the agriculture farm, which is being most affected by this. Not only do trees provide privacy once fully grown, but they absorb massive amounts of excess water. A 5-year-old mature gum can absorb 265 litres a day from the ground through its roots. That is 180 mils a minute. With 46 trees planted in honour of the first agriculture students at our school, 12,190 litres will be absorbed a day. Trees can help prevent soil erosion as well as flooding, so this contributes to our solution for our flooding issue at St. Joseph's. The planting of these trees also contributes to supporting and strengthening our industry, infrastructure and life on land.
To further increase this, we are going to implement a furrow irrigation system to collect a large portion of the floodwater. The furrow irrigation system diverts the water into drip systems to irrigate these crops. We will also provide a mesh gateway that can open and close to keep the river clean and let water pass through. On the diagram above, you will see the school's agricultural farm and the drawings of the future development of our irrigation system. In the red, the future housing development will be put in. The green is our irrigated river base and the yellow is our cropland. The white is possible expansion of our river and the purple is possible land expansion. Thank you.
You mentioned about the future housing development. Have you put any thoughts or ideas into ways you could work with them to achieve some of these things that you're trying to solve, challenges you're trying to solve?
Thank you, Dominic, for asking. And we are allowing them to continue their development. However, we are just using the floodwater that will come from the runoff of all the concrete that has been put in. In order to irrigate our crops.
You mentioned the fact that you're going to collect this water. How do you collect it and where do you store it?
Well, we planned on having tanks, so the water will travel from our creek that's already there, and that will be developed further, and it will be stored in the tanks and then pushed out into the furrow irrigation, which will then be dripped out onto the crops.
Thank you.
You mentioned that you've already begun planting some trees. I'd love to hear maybe how many you've already planted.
Yeah, so in term 1, students in the agriculture team planted 46 trees along the boundary, which absorbs like heaps of water once they're fully grown, which will take 5 years, and by the time they've grown, the houses will be probably finished. So
Fantastic.
You might have mentioned this at the beginning that I missed, but I was just wondering what sustainability goal this connects to.
So it connects to sustainability goals 9 and 15, which is infrastructure and life on land. So our school invests about 3 times the amount of funding on agriculture than we do in any other subject. So it's very important that we look after our farm and our animals and make sure we sustain that.
Could I maybe just ask, is the ag teacher happy with this proposal that you're going for stormwater detention?
Yeah, we have, his name's Mr. Ramage. Us and Mr. Riley have had conversations with him, and he's like very excited to keep improving his farm.
Oh, that's good to know, thank you.
Beautiful. Well done, team.
So on behalf of the judges, and I'd just like to say that it was a wonderful opportunity to listen and to learn and to be really inspired by all of your presentations. And I just go back better for everything that you are doing for our future. So I'd like to just say that for all of the schools that participated today. But it's a really hard job to share with you the ones that on today have come out on the categories of thinking about future solutions and understanding the problem, of really getting into it. And I'd just like to announce our champion secondary school was St Joseph's Lochinvar.